listen to me. I've seen what's on this footage twice. It needs to be broadcast. Nothing else matters. I'll try and get it queued up for you. Be ready.
15 minutes.
She does look awfully comfy.
Of my career, and I had stained my
too fucking comfy. Let's get set.
I'm just saying it's my fucking parking space. Well, I didn't see your name on it.
Grow up. Was the extra stuff from your car just too much?
Big bollocks. You got the nicer dressing room.
You should always get the pastries first, but you don't see me bitching about it.
Absolute rubbish. I think we both know why you want the closer space.
That's 10 seconds.
What is it saying? Does that even what do you mean? Listen, it's a punishment.
You're going in 5, 4, 3.
Welcome back to The Nightly Show. I'm Megan Wolf.
And I'm Julia Salisbury.
Later on, we're going to be unveiling an incredibly important piece of music. But first, it's time to get comfy here on the Couch of Chat.
Every night, we sit down with our guests and put your questions to them. Tonight, our guest is Julia Salisbury. Oh, that's me.
That was... Oh, man. So, if you want to join us here on the Big Couch for Big Chat, then all you have to do is call the usual number and you could be here with us in audio form.
So, guys, I was on my way to work today, driving along, and a huge song came on the radio. Let me be your toaster.
Oh, popped up as you say, I love you.
Exactly. So I'm singing along, having the time of my life. The song ends, and the DJ goes, gosh, a real golden oldie there. And at that moment, I just wanted to burst into flames.
Oh, but your ancient bones were just too dry.
No, guys, this is serious. Honestly, I think I'm too old for the music charts.
So tonight, we're talking about what are you too old for? First on the line, we have Simon Dempsey from Dallington.
Hi, Julia. Simon here.
Hi, Simon.
What are you getting too old for, Simon? What are you getting too old for, Sorry?
Bullshitting.
Oh, that is what you said. Okay, well, you couldn't be more obvious. Thanks, Simon. Yeah.
I was right though, isn't he? I find this all the time. It's getting harder and harder to play these games. I just want to shout, shut up, to the cabinet ministers constantly.
Oh, well, I think we can all relate to that.
Does anyone else find themselves on dates wishing you could skip all the small talk and just get to the point?
Oh, don't call it that on my show.
No, you know what I mean.
Well, next up, we have Paula from Stopford. What are you just too old for? Oh, yes, I should think you probably are. Yeah, far too old.
Well, I'm not quite there yet, but sometimes I'm up 14 times a night. Oh, that's something to look forward to.
Thanks for your call, Paula.
I think I'd stop drinking liquids after midday.
Next, we should have Desmond on the line. Desmond, are you there?
Yeah, I want to know when we'll get our elections back.
Oh, sorry. Can we just cut him off? Next caller on the
Megan,
line is...
perfectly fine. It's a perfectly legitimate question. Am I right in saying, Desmond, that you disagree with some of our policies?
Absolutely right, yes.
Completely understandable, but are we not safer? Crime is down and we're healthier than ever.
That might be true.
Well, it is true. We're better educated, less likely to be in poverty, happier.
Yes, true. But we should be able to choose our own governments.
I agree with you completely. But the system can't be trusted. We still see that around the world, the elites living in the pockets of corporations, pushing their ideologies of division, hatred and greed. And we see the uninformed millions return them to power against their best interests again and again, seduced by the lie that they can be a winner of a game that they'll always lose.
Right. Well, thank you.
Perhaps there will be a time where you no longer need us, but sadly, it's not now.
Thank you, Desmond. Wow. Tomorrow on the show, we're thrilled to announce we'll have another new pet. We'll be asking you to send in your ideas for names, so get your thinking caps on. But before we go tonight, it's time for an important announcement. Julia?
Thanks, Megan. Well, Well, as you can't have failed to notice, last year we asked you to send in your entries for the National Anthem Writing Competition. Well, our judge...
That's acclaimed film score composer Jonathan Williamson, of course.
Yes, Jonathan has been beavering away for the last 6 months listening to every single one of them. And I am pleased to announce that tonight we have a winner!
Yes, entries have flooded in from across the territories. And the standard this year has been incredibly high.
Some of you went for slightly off-centre ideas. So before we announce the winner, we thought you'd like to hear a few that didn't quite make the top spot, but which stood out in the judges' opinions nonetheless.
Exactly like this entry from 6-year-old Jenny Daisy Chain.
Julia is the best. You don't care what she is, but I care what she is. Julia is best. Julia is the best.
Bless her.
So cute. Is that it? I mean, I could have done better, frankly. It was too short, isn't it? Clearly. So, well, maybe you should have entered, eh, Patrick?
You did, didn't you, Patrick? More than once.
48 times, actually.
Crikey, you put in 48 entries.
Well, I didn't win, did I? I didn't even get shortlisted for these extracts.
Well, there were a surprisingly large amount of entries, so try not to take it too personally.
I'm not taking it personally. I'm absolutely fine with it. Next up is this runner-up from Mariah Oversing, who lives right here in the capital.
Yikes. What a powerful voice.
Yeah. That's a little bit indulgent, isn't it, really? Someone needs to lend her a consonant.
Yes, Jonathan enjoyed the performance, but felt it might not work in a choral context.
And it wasn't just soloists who entered. Some of you banded together.
I see what you did there.
Including this entry from the Arstminster Old Town Brass Band, which they called Harps for the People in B-flat minor. Kidding now? Wow.
Jonathan thought it was catchy but lacking in meaning.
And that beat all of my ones. I mean, it didn't even have any words, really, did it? So... And finally, a special mention to a band called Throbbing Death Stick of Satan for this impassioned entry.
Watch us rise! Watch them fucking...
Crikey.
Yes, Jonathan was impressed with the passion and musical need to be of the piece.
Sorry, is this some sort of joke? So don't keep us in suspense any longer. Let's find out who won.
Well, after 6 arduous months of shortlisting, Jonathan surprised us all by picking his own entry.
Oh, of course he did.
Which is entitled simply Anthem.
And joining us to sing it tonight is acclaimed classical singer Helen Judge.
Helen Judge!
Hi, Helen. Welcome to the Nightly Show. It's an enormous pleasure to be here, Robin. And you are a walking, talking example of how life begins at 30, I believe. It would appear so. Because not only are you one of the most respected choristers in the territories...
Gosh, that's incredibly kind.
But you are also author of Leaving Gregory, the autobiographical, best-selling piece detailing how you left your horrible husband to pursue your dreams. I've read it, and I've got to say it's inspiring stuff. So good.
Gosh, thank you again. Yes, I just want all women to know it's never too late to wash those stubborn stains away and begin a fresh, new life.
And speaking of stubborn stains, do you ever see Gregory?
Oh, yes. Greg, come here. You see, once the book came out, he became pretty much unemployable. He begged for me back. I refused, of course. I didn't want him lazing about all day, so I keep him as my assistant. To be honest, he's about as useful as a cardboard asshole. Oh, there you are. Where's the book? Oh, for God's sake. think I called you out to see your charm. Go and get the book, Greg. Go and get the book, Greg. This is why I don't pay you. Do you see what I mean?
Cripes, yes.
So I just wanted to give a special mention to the Capitol Symphony Orchestra, who perform on the backing track that we'll be using tonight, and to the Grizzleford Male Voice Choir, who provide the gorgeous harmonies you can hear in the chorus. And finally, I just want to thank Jonathan Williamson for writing such an inspiring melody, and for flying me out to his villa for the weekend so we could really explore the piece together from his hot tub. He even let Greg set up a tent in the grounds, didn't he, Greg? Well, it's too late. Moment's gone.
Well, we have been practicing all day, so I think we might join in on the chorus if that's okay.
I'd be delighted.
I've queued it up on screen 3. This footage, I'm not going to lie, if you play it, there will be no undoing that decision. Advanced won't like it. Trouble will be a holiday destination in comparison to what we'll be in. But I think it's the right thing to do. Make your choice, Alex.
Helen Judge, everybody. We stand free of inequality, the good from...
Alex, I trust you had your reasons, but that footage, if I didn't like you so much, you would be out that door in a heartbeat. But what's done is done, and now we have to live with your decision. I hope we can.
And thus I take your hand, as one we stand. Dignity, unity, togetherness in this land. Times undone, we stayed out of the sun. The wealth of all accrued.
Well, that's all we have time for tonight on The Nightly Show.
But before we go, one final thought. May I? The question I get asked the most often is, what gets me out of bed in the mornings? What keeps me motivated to do the best job I can? And the answer is always the same. It's you. My people. On election night 6 years ago, my dearest friend, the late Peter Clement, told you all it ends today. And he was right. It was an end to struggle, an end to helplessness, an end to a life abandoned by the institutions set up to help you. In the uneven past, you were alone on a mountainside. But now the team has its arms wrapped around you. Like a mother, the team will hold you to its chest against the storms of life. Like a father, the team will keep a fire burning through the bitter nights. The team loves you. And the team knows what's best for you. And unlike a parent, the team will never abandon you. And you will be safe in our warm embrace until the end of time. My name is Julia Salisbury, and you're safe with me. Good night.
And we're out.
Great show, everyone. See you on Monday. Helen, we must talk.
Oh, of course.
Have a little do at the mansion, just a couple of hundred moves and shakers. You must come and perform.
Make sure you wrap up warm, because we've got lows of 5 or 6 degrees. But as we head towards Leaders' Day later in the week, there's a 100% chance of festivity.
So what happens now?
Or
do we still have jobs?
Jenny, did you know about this?
A daily record
It's news
of
to me.
4% fertility.
How can she be an anchor?
Dwarfed, however.
She's never even been a reporter.
Fertility rate here in Territory.
But maybe they'll make you culture correspondent.
191 births today.
Too soon. Let's go for a
Nasty
drink.
cold snap brings bitter winds overnight. So not all sunshine and rainbows.
Chin up. Tomorrow's
No
another
rainbows
day.
in sight over
You know, I
territories
backed
3
her
and
all the
4,
way.
as a
I know
category
you
2
did.
storm warning means
And
we
what about
advise our
Bozeman?
residents to spend
He's supposed to be my
their
friend.
leave this
I
weekend.
know he is.
Though we're sure the
They're
happy
going to
parents
demote
of the
me.
12 new children in Territory 3
Seems
will
that
be
way.
thanking their lucky stars for an excuse
They want to get rid of me,
stay home.
Jenny.
Though, of course, nothing to do with
And
stars.
yet,
More of a hot
you
air, cold air
persist.
thing.
Back when I was at school, there was a rule about a uniform. So all the drones would look like clones that they could misinform, with their ambivalent equivalent of chloroform. So we would underperform. The facts were the facts, and they were never up for questioning. We had to swallow every hollow little lecturing. All of the clever things we never got a lesson in. So here's a reckoning. There's no time to find out what you believe. When you're so poor that you can't breathe. Keep the people as feeble as the sheep in the yard. Then it isn't so hard to play the fascism card. Keep them away from the facts, just keep them dumb and relaxed. Delirious and confused, keep a grip on the news. Well, back when I was a child, there was a library, but now it's closed. So all the drones consult their phones to find out how it goes. Keep them distracted from the facts with sport and seasonal clothes and reality shows. Don't you wish it was fair? Don't you despair about the state we're in? The world is ending while you're trending and vacationing. Why aren't you fighting every night about the state of things and what the future brings? There's no time to find out what you believe. When you're so poor that you can't breathe. Keep the people as feeble as the sheep in the yard. And it isn't so hard to play the fascism card. Keep them away from the facts, just keep them dumb and relaxed. Delirious and confused. And keep a grip on the news. In the end, you want your friends to view you gently. You want your dreams to not be meaningless and empty. You want to feel you lived a real life of plenty. By you I meant me. There's no time to find out what you believe. When you're so poor that you can't breathe. Keep the people as feeble as the sheep in the yard. Then it isn't so hard to play the fascism card. Keep them away from the facts. Just keep them dumb and relaxed, delirious and confused, and keep a grip on the news. Keep the people as feeble as the sheep in the yard. Then it isn't so hard to play the fascism card. Keep them away from the facts. Just keep them dumb and relaxed, delirious and confused, and keep a grip on the news.
Good evening, and welcome to the Julius Salisbury Hour with me, Julius Salisbury. First, as always, let me remind you that it is our duty to build the biggest team that we can. The bigger the family, the bigger the team. I know many of us are concerned by the shrinking population of the territories, and I won't lie to you, the worst is yet to come. A crisis unlike any we've faced is almost upon us, unless we all come together as a community to rebuild. That's why today I am announcing the advance baby bonus. The team will actually pay you to have children. That's right. For every child born to your family, we will give you cold, hard cash. Loads of it. So please, try again. For all of us. But now, in Culture Corner with Megan Wolf, a band who embody family values. It's the Conceivers with their #1 hit, All Night Long.